Alright guys, it's Flying Master, and this is your guide to make a perfect character in Skyrim. Now basically, what you guys need to understand is there's three types of characters you can have. You can have a mage, a warrior, or a stealth character. Now you can always have a hybrid of the two, and that's what this guy's here to help you decide. Alright, the Argonians are the reptile guys, and they have special ability that lets them breathe underwater. They have a thing that once a day they can regenerate their health extremely fast, and they're immune to diseases. The underwater thing's like barely helpful, so that's not really a plus. The health thing can be good, but I mean like you can get like potions, so that's like not very appealing. And then the disease thing also, it's like that's annoying when you get diseases, but you can always get them cured, so it's okay, but basically the only time you want to use them is when you are doing a stealth or mage thing, or a hybrid of the two. I would lean more towards stealth with them, or the hybrid, because, I mean, they got plus 10 lockpicking to begin with, which is good for that. They got some alteration boosts, they can wear light armor better, they got a higher pickpocket, higher sneak, and higher restoration. Those are all just magic and sneak ones, so if you want to be one of those two, you can choose that. Alright, next one. Breton. Basically a mage. I mean, their special ability lets you absorb spells. You can only use that once a day, and it just like makes your magic go up. They also are immune to shock, which is kind of convenient if you're doing like a mage fight. I mean, they got basically all their bonuses are in spells, like conjuration, alteration, illusion, restoration. Then they got two random ones in alchemy and speech. I mean, they're not the best for a mage. I would definitely choose a high elf, but we'll get to them. They're not bad. You could use them as like a hybrid. Dark elf though is the ultimate hybrid. You could basically go any way with them. They're really neutral. They got resistance to fire, which is really nice. They got the highest instructed spells, which is those are the ones that kill people, so that's always good. Got it in alchemy, alteration, illusion, light armor, and sneak. So they could really go anywhere. So if you want to do multiple things, that you could go anywhere with Dark Elf. So High Elf though, oh, here's a Dark Elf. Got to go down to that. Take a good look at him. His nice mustache. High Elf. You want to be an all-out mage as a character. All of his bonuses are in magic stuff. Illusion, alteration, conjuration, destruction, enchanting, and restoration. And his ability is he regains magic quick. So it's like perfect mage. If you're doing mage, I would highly recommend doing this. Imperial, they could also be a hybrid. They're not really a solid warrior. They're not a a mage. Could go either way. They got their bonuses in restoration, block, destruction, enchanting, heavy armor, and one-handed. So either a warrior mage or a combination of the two. And have in mind, if you do one-handed, you could have one hand with a weapon and another hand with a magic spell. So remember that all the time. Now we got the Khajiit. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but what the hell? Who cares? They're like these animal things, right? They their special abilities you can see in the dark, which is like who really cares? That's stupid. If you're really concerned about seeing in the dark, you could always just wait for like it to turn daylight. So it's like I don't care. The one thing that is kind of cool though, if you're in hand to hand, they have claws, which makes their hand to hand combat really good. They're a sneaking character, so they could also be a warrior, but I really wouldn't recommend it because there's so many better warriors. But they're basically a sneak character. You got their bonuses in sneak, alchemy, archery, lockpicking, pickpocket, and one hand. Alright, now we're going down to some of my favorite ones. Nord, they're good. They got resistance to frost, which is actually really helpful because we're in like a Nord world, so bunch of things that shoot like frost stuff at you or cold things. You're just resistant to it. Some of the dragons shoot to the fire, they have frost, and that makes it so much easier to kill them. The battle cry I never really used. I don't really think it's useful because they run away, but it's like temporary. It's only for 30 seconds, and then they run away. They come back and like attack you. So I don't know. Now the top three warriors is just between Nord, Orc, and Redguard, and it just basically depends on what kind of warrior, like what kind of weapons you plan on using. Two-handed Nord. They have the highest two-hand um, to begin with, but they got good block. They can wear light armor. They also do have one handing, and they can smith, which I did like, which is really helpful being able to make different armor. Because then you can like add bonuses, make them like upgrade your armor, stuff like that. So they're one of my top. Also, I like being a warrior. So then we got the orc. They got berserker, which is crazy. It's only used once a day though. Basically, all it does is I don't know actually. I've never used it. But you can only use it once they add in after effect. They have the best heavy armor rating. Got ratings in black, block, enchanting. I keep forgetting to go down to them. Chanting, smithing, two-handed. So you could go either way with the orc or the Nord if you want to use like a variety of weapons and you want to be smithing, because smithing's really helpful. Now we got the red guards. They're actually really good. I didn't choose them only because they didn't want to be black. They got this skill, adrenaline rush, and it just basically makes your stamina just keep it comes up really fast, which is really helpful because if you're a warrior, you just got to keep doing like strong attacks, otherwise you never really get anywhere. They got plus, they got their highest rating in the one-handed. So basically, since you can have two one-handed, if you just go two one-handed and you just keep doing hard swings, it's like ridiculously good. They also got bonuses in alteration, archery, block, destruction, and smithing. So basically, unless you're using one-handed, I wouldn't use red guard. They are good, but red guard, orc, and nord are all really good for the warrior. Now, last but not least, wood elf. Only use this if you want to be a sneaking character. That's all its bonuses are in. It can like resist disease, resist poison, in command animals. It's like not helpful. They're the best archer in the game. They got it's in alchemy, light armor, lockpicking, pickpocket, and sneak are his bonuses. So unless you plan on being a thief, I wouldn't recommend using it at all. Alright guys, and this has been Flying Master and my guide to choosing your perfect character in Skyrim. Hope this was helpful.